Thinking about selling your Denver area home in the next 12 to 18 months and you want to stage it so that potential buyers fall in love as soon as they walk in the front door? This video is for you. Hey there, Denver area home buyers and sellers. My name is Carl Eschenberg, and I'm with the Living in Denver team, and thank you for so much for stopping by the channel. On this channel, we help Denver area home buyers and sellers navigate the complexities of the ever-changing Denver real estate market so that they win without wasting time or losing money in the process. Today, we're going to talk about 5 different things you can do to easily stage your home and get it ready and ensure that when potential buyers walk through the front door, they fall in love as soon as they hit the porch. Let's just jump right in. Okay, so we're going to talk about 5 different ways to stage your home so buyers fall in love. It's really not as complicated as you think. The first thing you want to do is declutter and depersonalize. Now, I know that sounds crazy and sort of obvious, but creating a clean canvas is a really critical step. So the first step to creating emotional connection is removing personal photographs, family heirlooms, and excessive decor. I know it might feel a little bit uncomfortable for you at first because it is your home, but you are selling your house, and so your goal is to move, so getting a jump on packing is a great bonus to this step of the process. Empowering potential buyers to envision themselves in the spaces is really what we're going for here. So some people can imagine themselves in a space with decor and furniture and things like that. Some people can't. So our goal is to always make your home as widely attractive as possible to the widest audience as possible without kind of pigeonholing ourselves into certain things. So they'll start to paint their own stories in those spaces if we give them that blank canvas. But if their imagination is competing with pictures of my family and my trophies from, bowling or golf or whatever, it's going to be harder for them to do that. So we won't make it as easy as possible. Step number 2 is going to go ahead and highlight key features of your house. So when you're doing this, when you're approaching this step, think creating focal points and showing off key features of the house. Think about the features that you love, the things that you fell in love with when you moved into the house. And those are the things that most likely other buyers are going to love too. So you want to bring those things front and center. So think about the cozy fireplace, any built-ins that might have great functionality and are beautiful, stunning views from any of the windows in any of the rooms, beautiful landscaping, things like that, your backyard, your patio, your finished basement, any of those things that you love about the house. Most buyers that are going to love your house are going to love them as well. So we want to kind of shine a spotlight on them, right? So drawing attention to these features is fairly easy. Just think in terms of creating engagement with these spaces. So if you have a cozy fireplace, put some comfy chairs and pillows around it. Create that comfy fireplace space. If you have a great view out of one of the windows in one of the bedrooms or the living room or the dining room, create a seating area around that window so that it invites people and plants the seed in their mind that they can enjoy that great view. Couple things will happen. They'll start to see themselves in those spaces, really enjoying those spaces, and then it'll also make sure that they don't miss those spaces as they're walking through the house. Item number 3 is creating a welcoming entrance. Now, I know this sounds kind of obvious, but you'd be amazed at how many people skip this step. They put all their focus on the inside of the house and they completely forget about the outside of the house. I know it can be overwhelming, but again, if you're doing simple things that make sense, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to break the bank or your back to stage your home inside and outside for a great showing. You want to set that tone as soon as they hit the front door. So the entrance to your home really sets the tone for the entire viewing experience. If they come up and they're already thinking about, oh, the gutters need work, or oh, is that mold or mildew on the roof, or oh gosh, I'm gonna have to paint the front door. We're already giving them red check marks on their list of things to do, and that's really not the experience that you want to create when buyers are approaching the home. So a fresh coat of paint on the front door, the shutters, things like that goes a long way. Clean and well lit entry really makes a huge difference, and the lighting can be key. Small touches make a world of difference on the outside of the property, but that entrance is really key because it's a focal point as they approach the house. Okay, so we've talked about 3 of the 5. I wanted to make sure that I just touch base here just in case you're getting a little overwhelmed. You can call us anytime you want. We are licensed real estate brokers in the state of Colorado. We would love to help you personally. So you can text, call, or email the information on your screen, or just scan that QR code. We answer all of the inquiries personally, and we'd love to help you in any way we can. We have a home seller's guide we're going to talk about in just a minute, so stay tuned for that because we'd love to send it to you for free. But we can send you photos, videos, all kinds of examples of different properties that have been staged successfully, just to give you ideas. Or we'd be happy to send you a list of trusted vendors so that you can hire the work out if that's something that you'd prefer to do. All right, let's jump into number 4. Okay, so after we create that welcoming entrance and make sure that that focal point on the front of the house is taken care of, let's shift space to try to tell stories throughout the home. So what we're saying here is try to showcase a lifestyle that tells a story. Give the buyer an idea of what their future could look like in your home. Again, a lot of people have different levels of imagination, so if we kind of plant the seeds, it gives them a little bit of a canvas to work with or a visual, be like, oh yeah, that would be great. That's the reaction you're going for. So examples would be staging your dining room for a family dinner. Set the table, put everything out, put some candles on the table and light them before you leave for the showing. Really create that ambiance so that they can kind of see wow, that would be amazing having family over for holiday dinners and things like that. Stage your backyard so it looks like it's set up for a weekend family barbecue. Plant that seed of fun, family memories. Put out the lawn games that you have, maybe a badminton net, you can set it up, or set out the cornhole game. Stage the barbecue, clean the barbecue and stage the barbecue with some cooking utensils and plates and things like that. So it plants the seed of, oh, they're doing a barbecue. Set the table if you have a patio table like you did on the inside. Again, you're just trying to plant that seed for them to imagine being in that backyard and having an amazing weekend barbecue. Another one you can do is staging the bedroom as a tranquil retreat. You can put on white noise, nature sounds, nothing too crazy, real low key. Light some candles in there. Make sure that the lighting is perfect. Just really set the bedroom up for like, man, this is a relaxing space. I can just imagine just coming in here at night and winding down after a long day and just calling this my home. So that's the reaction that you're going for. You're trying to create those emotional connections to the spaces by telling a story and connecting the space to an event that people might love to do. So in a nutshell, you're just trying to help them envision their lifestyle and their own story unfolding in those spaces. And when you do that, you have guaranteed emotional connection to the property. All right, and then finally, put some focus on curb appeal. Like I mentioned earlier, so many people neglect this because they're so focused about the interior, but first impressions are everything. They really do matter a lot, and this doesn't have to be complex. We did an entire video on staging the front of your house for maximum curb appeal. I'll put a link right above in case you want to check that out. But in a nutshell, you want to make sure that you knock that first impression out of the park. So a well-maintained and attractive exterior really evokes positive emotions, both when they pull up to the house as well as when they're approaching the front door and that front entryway that we talked about earlier. So make sure the lawn's well manicured. Put a little extra time into the gardens, making sure that they're tidy, they're weeded, and maybe throw down some fresh mulch, giving them that fresh feeling. It really goes a long way. Clean the exterior, maybe power wash the brick, the siding, and the roof, and then touch up any exterior paint like we talked about in making sure that the entryway was welcoming. The bottom line is beautiful curb appeal sets the tone for an emotionally engaged viewing. Okay, so there's 5 ways to stage your home so that buyers fall in love. And I don't mean sometimes, I mean every time. It's about creating that emotional connection. That's what people are looking for. This is your home, so just like you have an emotional connection into it, the buyers are gonna have an emotional connection to it too, and that's really where their head and heart is when they're walking through the house. So we wanna make sure that we maximize those opportunities, set the tone from the curb appeal to the front door to the individual spaces, and tell those stories about how they can enjoy those spaces, and most importantly, how their story can unfold in those spaces when they purchase your home. Okay, so I know that's a lot of information. We do have a Denver home sellers guide. It's free. If you'd like a copy of it, just text home seller to the number on your screen or scan the QR code. We'll send you a copy immediately. It is packed with information just like this. Everything from showing etiquette to getting your home ready for photography, to staging your home, to pricing your home, to negotiating an offer, to everything in between, all the vendor selection, it's all in there. It's literally a step-by-step guide to sell your home for maximum return on your investment with as little pain and as little hassle as possible. All right, well, we publish videos like this every single week, so if you're interested in buying or selling or anything to do with real estate living in and around the Denver area, go ahead and click subscribe and turn on notifications. We'd love to keep you informed. Our goal with these weekly videos is not only to give you helpful information on tips and tricks like this, but to also keep you updated on what's going on in the market, the changes in the laws, the market, everything about it, because it changes fast. Our goal is to empower you to win in the incredibly competitive Denver real estate market without wasting time or losing money in the process. Well, thanks for sharing your time for us. We really hope this video was helpful for you. We'll be posting another video next week as always, but in between now and then, if you need anything real estate related or if you've got to get out and go see some houses, my name's Carl Eschenberg, and I'd love to show you around town.